I started collecting records. I always claim when I was 6 years old, and my dad brought me to a Sound Warehouse tent sale, and this was about 1980. And he told me to pick out any record, and all of the records in the tents were the cutouts, the things that no one else really wanted, the very old stock that they were trying to get rid of. And I picked an album called Music is the Message by Kool and the Gang, even though it was 1980 and Kool and the Gang had a big hit out that year called Celebration. I picked out the Music is the Message LP because I, at that age, probably thought Celebration was on it. Little did I know Music is the Message was from 1972 and way old, but I took it home and played it and loved it and couldn't get enough of it, still can't. So that is the period when I count my starting records. And then my dad, he liked to buy records every now and then. And I would conveniently take care of his when he was not taking care of them in the best way that I felt he could have been. So if I noticed that an LP was being used as a coaster of some sort, I would sort of, borrow it, bring it to my room and play it on my record player. So some of his records were my first early ones too. And I actually don't know how I got this record, but I remember I got it when it came out, was UTFO in, I believe, 1985, UTFO's debut album with the Real Roxanne on it. Rap music, hip hop culture. And I just loved buying records, but borrowing, because again, I was way too young to have my own money at 10 years old, spending on records. So yeah. And when I was in high school, I started going to garage sales, record stores, hanging out, letting my friends and classmates' parents know that I wanted their old collections. And it started there. My most recent record purchase was just a couple days ago. I was in Domino Sound Record Shack and I saw a 12-inch single of Steppin' Out by the Gap Band from 1979. That is on the Gap Band 2 LP from that year. But Mercury Records, for their 12 inches, not all the time, but they often would have special extended versions with their 12 inches. Not all 12-inch singles include specially extended versions, but Mercury often did. So I bought it just to see. Well, I compared the times and I'm like, oh yeah, it's 2 minutes longer than the album version. So I just bought that one a couple of days ago. Music is the Message by Kool and the Gang from 1972. This 2-record set, Trouble Funk Live, straight up go-go style, 1981, Washington, D.C. go-go music that I love so much. Grover Washington Jr.'s Live at the Bijou, another 2-record set, live set from 1977. I love that album. Right now, one of my favorite ones, Spirit of Love, Power of Your Love, gospel album out of Chicago, 1978, Birthright Records, very soulful gospel with some funk and disco in there. Last favorite record of my collection, or a couple flexi discs. I love Parliament Funkadelic. I love collecting Parliament Funkadelic. There's this one, Uncle Jam Wants You to Join His Army. And there's the other one, Clone Communicados. Those were issued as promotional items, fan club items, things like that. My current favorite song is going to be Listen, a song called Listen by this album from Family Brown, 1977. The 3 words to describe that song and to describe me will be joyful, energetic, and free. And fun, that's a 4th word. Do what you love, do what you want to do. And when I was much younger, I used to feel out of place and maybe a little shy because I was always the only Black woman. and woman, period, and young woman. And when I'm talking young woman, I mean teenager, in these spaces, garage sales, record shows, used record stores. I loved it. So I powered through those feelings, and I just was there to do what I wanted to do, which was to get my good records. Eventually, all of the regulars, they got used to me and they're like, yeah, yeah, here she is. She's back. I wasn't going anywhere, but I did have to overcome those feelings. So I would say just do what you love and don't let any feelings about non-belonging or discomfort overtake you, because you belong there. You belong there just like everybody else.